Well, here's something that'll pick you up a little bit. I think we can all remember the cafeteria workers when we were in school, but have you ever wondered what it would be like to be on the other side of that counter dealing with all those kids every day? Well, tonight, we let Rod do it. 8 on your sides, Rod Carter joins us now, and today, I keep wanting to say the lunchroom lady, but obviously you're the lunchroom worker. Is the job you got to try on.
Interestingly enough, the manager of the lunchroom where I was, which was at Eisenhower Middle School in Gibsonton, is actually a man. So there you go. And I learned something very important about this job. There's a lot more to the lunchroom than square pizza and tater tots, which honestly I was kind of looking forward to then.
When you work around food, there are certain things you have to wear.
Yeah, it'll just go up underneath that.
I've been waiting on the hairnet.
So you won't even see it. It'll be up underneath the head.
You won't see it because I don't have any hair.
Yes, the dreaded hairnet, which seems more like a suggestion than a necessity for me. But at Eisenhower Middle School, the name of the lunchroom game is always cleanliness. That is why I washed my hands at least a half dozen times.
Yeah, we love the kids.
Before getting paired up with Barbara Orr, who has been working in the lunchroom for years.
Is it hard work?
It is hard work. It is hard work.
What's the hardest part of it?
I don't know, everything, it's just having everything timed perfectly, for the different lines that come in, the different grades.
Barbara and I prepared egg and cheese biscuits for breakfast. We wrapped biscuit after biscuit after biscuit. The one thing you never want to do is run out of food.
It's all about organization, I would imagine.
Absolutely. And teamwork.
And then it's on to lunch preps. Each salad we make is made by hand. That is right down to the cutting of the cucumber, which I did at a much slower pace than Barbara. Lunchroom manager James Likens tells me there's a menu for every meal and a recipe for every dish, and they're all posted every day.
We have to go by guidelines that are handed down through the government to make sure there's not too much sodium for the child in the entrees, this much sugar, this much everything. So everything we go by a recipe.
So once everything is prepared and set in place.
What's your name?
Let you know when to go.
Alexa, how you doing this morning?
Then comes the fun part.
Hang on a second, because I just messed up the computer. We're back in business.
The kids come in, and I work the register and take their orders. It sounds easy.
What's your name? Wait, hang on. What's your name? Amir. Wait, hang on before you get started. Did I get started?
Yeah, you'll hit that.
Okay. All right.
That's it.
But it wasn't. What was a struggle to me, second nature to these experienced workers. They tend to know every kid who comes in, what they do and don't, can and cannot eat.
They get the great opportunity of seeing every child every day.
Nutrition boss Mary-Kate Harrison told me these workers know what they're doing and they love every minute of it.
They are truly the heroes that, we have in our schools because they work so hard all day long, and a lot of times people don't see them because they're a little tucked away back in the kitchen.
And make no mistake, the day does not ever seem to end. Once a breakfast crowd is done, then it's time to clean up and start the process all over again. They'll all be back for lunch. However, for me, my day is done.
You did great. For your first time, there's people that have been doing it a little longer than that aren't as quick as you are. You got it down pat.
Not too shabby for a guy who cooks, it seems, maybe once a year.
I did not pay him to say that, I promise. So of all of the work you saw me doing today, there are a total of actually 8 workers in that specific cafeteria at Eisenhower. Across the district, though, there are about 1,800. And I can report that little corn dog thing was actually a pancake wrapped around sausage.
Stop it.
Tasty.
But wait. At the beginning of the story, you talked about rectangle pizza, square pizza, and the tater tots. Was that just not on the menu?
No, it was not there. I was a little sad.
All the nostalgia that I have for those food groups.
There were no peach slices, no spaghetti, none of that stuff. Actually, the menus have evolved quite a bit since we were in school. That shouldn't surprise you. That was decades and decades ago, for me anyway.
And
they really do offer a lot of great menu items for these kids. In fact, they're going to be serving a dish that one of the students in their culinary program at the high school created. So trust me, the menu is completely different.
Good for those kids.
Yeah.
Thank you for your service, sir.
Sure, it was a tough job.
Thank you.